Hi guys, today I'm doing a video response from based on a bunch of messages I've gotten sent by multiple individuals, as in more than 10 people, roughly. I've had a lot of people ask me why I like Russian-made or Russian-designed firearms over, let's say, American-made, you know, or English-made, or German-made, or etc. Okay, now first of all, I'm going to start out with why most of my guns are Russian-made firearms or Russian-designed firearms. Okay, Russia has been known since the 1800s to make very reliable, very durable, rugged-built guns. Not super pretty, not super precision, but rugged, durable, reliable. Here I have an example. Personally, I think this is a very good-looking handgun. This is a Tokarev. This is a Romanian-made Tokarev pistol. Based on, this is obviously a copy. Well, actually, this was a contract build. The Romanians got a contract and a copy of the design plans from Russia because Romania was a Warsaw nation. So Russia freely gave them the plans for the Tokarev pistol, just saying that they could not name it the TT-33. They had to name it something else. So they named it the TTC, or Tolsky Tokarev Sigur. Tolsky means, and I think it's Polish. Tolsky means like the Tula Arsenal in Russia, where the gun was designed. Tokarev is the man who designed it, Fyodor Tokarev. And Sigur, if I did not pronounce that right, sorry, if I did not pronounce any of that right, Sigur is the factory in Poland, or Romania, in which these are made. There are a couple things I like about this pistol. Number one, it's rugged. Number two, it's reliable. Number three, they're inexpensive, and they got cheap parts. You can get parts for these. Some parts are cheap, some aren't, in the United States anyway. Like a barrel for this thing would cost you anywhere from, I'm guessing $30 to $100, depending on what type of barrel you get, or how rare they are. But other parts, like firing pins, are generally like usually $10 or whatever. The magazines for this pistol are universal with all Tokarev pistols, whether it be Russian, Egyptian, Chinese, Polish, whatever. Another great feature, or another thing I like about Russian designed weapons, is that they are battle proven. I mean, I'm not saying that your Colt 45 is not battle proven. It is, believe me. But this is a battle proven weapon. This cost me $200. It's in excellent condition. Where a Colt 45 would usually cost you about $800. Another thing, this pistol here was designed by Fyodor Tokarev, taking traits from 3 other existing handgun designs. The Colt 1903, the Colt 1911, and the Browning, one of the Browning handguns of the period. I can't remember the exact name of it. But he took traits from all 3 of those and designed an excellent, very well-functioning pistol. But during World War II, they found that there was an issue with this pistol, a feeding issue. Like, I don't know exactly what the issue was, but then Mikhail Kalashnikov, the designer of the AK-47, fixed that issue. And I can't exactly remember what the issue is, but Mikhail Kalashnikov very slightly improved on the design and repaired the issue that was a minor feeding issue. Okay, now let's move on to my other Russian guns. If you want any reviews on these, watch the YouTube videos I have up. I got a couple of SKSs and AK-47. The AK-47 is a Russian-made AK-47. I got a Mosin Nagant 9130 and an M44 Mosin Nagant over there. This is a Yugo M5966 and a Chinese Type 56 accurized SKS. This is a Yugo Mauser, and that's a Swiss. This here is a Yugo Mauser. That's a Swiss K31. And this over here is my accurized Ruger 1022 with custom stock. Okay, now back to another issue. I have had, some people say the Chinese stuff is crap. Everybody knows Chinese stuff is crap, right? Yes, it is. Unless it is made for their own people or their own army. Chinese weapons, especially, like your Norincourt Type 56 SKS, Type 56 AK-47, and Type 54 Tokarev, and Type 53 M44, Russian M44. They're all phenomenal weapons, very finely made, very decent quality. The Tokarevs, the Type 54 Tokarevs, are just beautiful, beautiful guns. They're comparable to the Romanian Tokarev, the Russian Tokarev. I'm actually getting a Chinese barrel for my Romanian Tokarev just because it's blued instead of shiny, and it has a brand new barrel. This barrel is slightly worn, but slightly worn from about the first 2 centimeters in, but from there on off it's excellent. Very accurate pistol. Chinese. If you see Chinese parts for sale for your AK or your SKS, don't worry about buying them. They're excellent parts. Chinese parts are very, very high quality because the Chinese government made them for their own military, not for the United States or whatever. They were made for their own citizens or their own military, so they're very high quality. That's a stereotype about China that needs to be taken away, is that their stuff is crap. It's not. Their own stuff they make, or their firearms that are surplus and exported, are extremely high quality. Again, this is a Romanian Tokarev, 100% bluing, unissued. I think it's unissued anyway. I think the actual firearm itself is unissued. I don't think the barrel is unissued because the barrel is slightly pitted. But then again, the barrel serial number does not match the rest of the firearm, otherwise indicating this firearm has never been used. You never know what century when they put this safety on. They could have throw 2 barrels in a pile and taken this barrel and put it in this gun. But I'm going to get a new Chinese Type 54 barrel for this. I'll be doing a video review on that when I get it. Just to hang on, let me see how much time I got left here. Okay. Now, just another little safety note. If you're going to modify a firearm, what I'm doing, I'm putting a new barrel in this Tokarev. It should not affect headspace, but I'm going to headspace it anyway. I'm going to headspace test it. You should not buy any new bolt parts or a new barrel for any gun and put it on and fire it without headspace testing it. You could hurt yourself or others around you. Okay? Now, another thing about the Romanian Tokarev that's different, or the current import ones, is they got this, this Century import safety lever here. I don't mind it. It doesn't get in the way of me. I just leave it off the whole time, and if I use the safety, just the half-cock safety, I never use that, whatever the hell that is, that trigger safety. I just use the hammer safety. By the way, this gun's unloaded. I'm not retarded. I just leave that hammer safety off all the time. I never use, or the trigger safety off. I never use it. Doesn't bother me. Don't really care. Okay, so that's why I like Russian guns, generally, because they're more reliable, they're more rugged, easy to take apart, not complicated. Don't get me wrong, I like German and American guns too. But if I had to go to war, I'd rather have an AK than an M16. And I do like German guns. One of the #1 firearms after the AK-47 that I want to own. My #1 firearm I always wanted to own was an AK-47. But next it's an MP-44. And I know I'm probably never going to get one of those because you have to get a Class 3 license and they probably cost like $50,000. But I don't know, whatever. But Russian guns or Russian designed guns, from my experiences, I tend to be more reliable. With an M4, an M16, or AR-15 type rifles, I've experienced jams and seen jams with those rifles, how they might jam up. I've never ever seen an AK-47 jam. Colt 45s, again an excellent gun. I've never seen any problems with those either. But if you got any questions, comments about this video, again, this is all based on my own personal opinions. Feel free to send me a message or a comment. Spartan7 out.